is up, everybody? Welcome back to simulating 20 years of NASCAR Thunder 2003. I am JK Gaming. Obviously, you clicked on the video, or if you're new here and you haven't clicked on a video before, welcome. It's good to have you here. It's 2006. We're coming off a year where Dale Jarrett won yet another cup, winning 3 in a row, which ties Cale Yarborough for most championship wins in a row. Obviously, Jimmie Johnson holds it now, but at the time, this would have tied the record with Cale at 3 in a row, making Dale Jarrett, as you see, a 4-time champ. So he's asserting himself as one of the all-time greats. Obviously not on the level of like Petty and Earnhardt, but there's a long ways to go. He could get there. He could get there. So we're coming off a year in 2005. Dale Jarrett broke the Daytona 500 curse, winning the Daytona 500 and not doing anything after that. Obviously winning the championship. But I talked about it at the beginning of last episode, we're getting to the point where we're going to see us stray away from real life. And big case in point is 2006 is the first year Jimmie Johnson wins a championship. Denny Hamlin was a Rookie of the Year. Jimmie Johnson won the Daytona 500 also in that year, and the Brickyard. But we're not going to see any of that. We're also not going to see, like, well, I can't say we won't. We might see Jimmie Johnson win championships. I highly doubt it. But we saw the likes of Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer, just a couple. Obviously, Denny Hamlin debuted in 2005 at the end of the season, but full-time rookie in 2006. We would also see Hamlin winning his first career race in 2006, and Michael Waltrip runs for himself after leaving DEI. 2006 was also the first year Ganassi would not have Sterling Marlin, which obviously Sterling Marlin's still here. So we're going to get away from the real life stuff going forward, and we're just going to focus on our little universe that we've built here in NASCAR Thunder 2003. Hopefully, as a Jimmie Johnson fan, we see Jimmie Johnson start to make a comeback. Or maybe not a comeback, but gosh dang it. Not a comeback, but make a come up. There we go. One-time race winner. I mean, a lot of top fives. He's been pretty okay-ish, I guess. I'd say more, I don't know. I want to say he's been disappointing, only the one win, but we'll have to wait and see. Kevin Harvick's been pretty fun in this simulation. Won a race every year except for 2004. But yeah, I think we should just hop right into it, go to the Daytona 500, and see how this season is going to get started. Well, we just just hyped up Kevin Harvick, and here he is, DNFing in the Daytona 500. Dale Jarrett goes back-to-back. Okay, Dale Jarrett back-to-back Daytona 500s. Is this a sign of things to come here in 2006 with Dale Jarrett? You're gonna four-peat, breaking Cale's record? I don't know. Probably, maybe. He's had a lot of momentum. Dale Jr. finishes second. Another great plate run. Bill Elliott in third. John Andretti in fifth. Any other surprises? Jerry Nadeau in the top 10. Tony Stewart's up there also, former Daytona 500 winner in our universe. But great start to the season for DJ. Again, we've seen the Daytona curse, but are we going to see the rise of the Daytona blessing, winning the 500 in the championship? Eesh, back-to-back DNFs for Kevin Harvick to start the year. Obviously not a great start for the RCR 29, but Dale Jr. hangs on over Bobby Labonte to win at The Rock. .451 margin of victory. Jeremy Mayfield in third. Jeremy Mayfield, we can see him win a race. I hope it happens. Ward Burton, Rusty Wallace, Dale Jarrett in sixth. Mark Martin in ninth after starting on the pole. And Johnny Benson in 10th. No Jeff Gordon in the top 10 anywhere. Jeff Gordon, another one that's been kind of lackluster. I don't think he's won any championships yet in this simulation. I have to do a quick check. Obviously, Dale Jarrett's won 3 of them, and Dale Jr. won the first one. He won the first championship. That's right, in a crazy points battle. Obviously too early in the season to tell anything, but I mean, the only thing we can tell this far is Kevin Harvick is going to have a rough year here in 2006. Chad Chaffin didn't make it a lap before he DNF'd. I don't think I've seen that one yet. But margin of victory is tight. It's 0.03 of a second. Sterling Marlin gets his first win of the year. Obviously, in real life, not at Ganassi anymore, but here in the sim is. Matt Kenseth finishes second. Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick rebounds after 2 straight DNFs. Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, Bobby Labonte, and that's your top 10. So I know the early part of the season is going to go kind of quick, but we got storylines to build, and I don't think people particularly like sitting through an hour of these, but if you are enjoying it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know who you think is going to win the 2007 championship for the next time I go to record, even though it'll probably already be done because I'm trying to record these and edit them and have them ready to go to get on some kind of schedule and be consistent here. Bobby Labonte DNFs at Atlanta, 5.7 margin of victory, a mud stomping for Dale Jarrett. So Dale Jarrett has 2 wins in the first 4 races of the year. Tony Stewart at top 5. Kenseth also top 5. Jeff Gordon's up here as well. Ricky Rudd, good run for Robert Yates Racing. Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin, Jeff Burton, Johnny Andretti again with a top 10, and Bill Elliott rounds out the top 10. I'm interested to see what the points are going to look like. It's going to be kind of a mixed match, but I know, I mean, obviously with 2 wins, it's got to be DJ leading. Straight up Payne, Scott Wimmer, DNFs, also Ricky Craven DNFs at Darlington here in race number 5. And okay, Mark Martin. Hello, Ryan Newman. Welcome. Welcome to 2006. Haven't seen him anywhere in the early part of the season. Dale Jr. finishes second. Kenseth in third. Dale Jarrett in fifth. Jeff Gordon in sixth. Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton, Bill Elliott. Ricky Rudd's your top 10. Another person we haven't seen that I hyped up is Jimmy Johnson. And obviously we're not going to see Jimmy Johnson because he sucks. But Mark Martin, I mean, dominates. 166 laps led at Darlington. Could this be a sign of things to come for the 6 team? Yeah, you never know, but you could hope so. Could Mark Martin be a champ in this simulation? I kind of hope so. I'm kind of going to root for Mark Martin a little bit, even though I'm supposed to be non-biased, but don't worry about that. Quick look at the standings after 5 races. DJ obviously leading the points. We kind of saw that coming. Dale Jr. in second, only 14 points back. I thought it might be a bigger gap, but Junebug has 2 second-place finishes or something like that. He's been pretty good to start the year. Matt Kenseth also has been really good here in the early stages. Jeff Gordon in 4th. Sterling Marlin, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin in 8th after his win. Bill Elliott and Jeremy Mayfield, both Evernham cars. Both just Evernham cars, I should say, in the top 10 in points. That's good to see. A little bit of parity here. On to, I don't know how to break it, the next 6th, I guess, of the season. I don't really know how to break it down. Or I don't freaking know. Breaking that down by 5s. But on to Bristol. Things are going to start to heat up here a little bit. We got a better view of the championship battle. I'm hoping it's a battle. I don't want it to be another blowout, but we got a little bit of a championship picture starting to form here. God dang, man. Kevin Harvick, another DNF. That is rough to see. And Ricky Rudd wins his first race of the year at Bristol, winning by 5 seconds over Mark Martin. Dominates, leads 315 laps. Matt Kenseth, another top 5. Tony Stewart started on the pole. Ricky Craven gets a top 10. Good to see. Dale Jr. in 9th and Jeff Burton in 11th. I totally screwed that up. Michael Waltrip, the last part of the top 10. Dale Jarrett in 12th. So Junior going to gain some points there on the 88. Not many, but a couple. And Mark Martin, another really good run. Matt Kenseth also. Forget about him. He's in 3rd. The King of Texas does absolutely nothing other than DNF. Ricky Craven also DNFs, which breaks my heart. 11.5 second margin of victory. Matt Kenseth, wow. Kenseth blitzes the field. Good Lord. Kurt in 2nd. Mark Martin in 3rd. Another top 5. Jeff Gordon in 4th. Kevin Harvick in 5th. Dale Jarrett in 6th. Tony Stewart 7th. Ricky Rudd 8th. Bobby Labonte. Dale Jr. Wow. 11.5 seconds. Holy crap. From 37th. Led 141 laps. It's not too, I mean, not the craziest thing we've seen. At least he didn't lead like 330 of 334, but 11.5 seconds. My God, that 17 car was tuned up for Texas. Well, that's not where we want to see Ryan Newman DNFing. Haven't seen the 21 car up here in a while, though. That's good for Elliott Sadler. Sterling Marlin wins his second race of the year at Martinsville. I almost said his first race of the year, but he definitely won, like, Rockingham. No, Dale Jr. won Rockingham, right? Hell, I don't know. Sterling Marlin's second win of the year, though. I do know that. Dale Jarrett finishes second. Kenseth and Mark Martin third and fourth, and then Jeff Burton in fifth. Kevin Harvick in sixth. Jeff Gordon, Johnny Benson, couple top tens here early, and Tony Stewart and Ricky Rudd. Flip those and you get their positions, but they round out the top 10. Only 4 cautions at Martinsville. That's good to see. That's a lot better than the Venom Truck Series was 2 nights ago, as I'm recording this on the 22nd of February. Oh boy, first, I'd say this is the first big name DNF. Jeff Gordon does not finish the race at Talladega, and Jeff Burton wins it. I don't know why I'm surprised. I wasn't really expecting anything, and I somehow still got surprised. Ricky Rudd finishes second, Rusty Wallace third, Sterling Marlin, Kyle Petty with a top 5, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, Bobby Labonte, Ward Burton, both Burtons in the top 10. Obviously, Jeff getting the win. Ward in 9th, and Dale Jr. finishes 10th. And Dale Jarrett finishes 11th. But a surprise DNF from Jeff Gordon. Mark Martin finishes 18th. Not a good day for the 6th crew. That's just how it shakes out at Dega sometimes. This is going to be a tough one. Jeff Gordon, another DNF. Back-to-back DNFs. And Dale Jr. also DNFing here at Auto Club after race 10. And Dale Jarrett capitalizes. Does not lead as many laps as I thought he was going to. Starting on the pole, finishes top of the sheet. But Ricky Rudd finishes second. We've seen those two do that a lot at Michigan, and well, Michigan for sure, but now seeing it at Auto Club, not really a surprise. Bobby Labonte, Jeff Burton, Sterling Marlin, your top 5. Matt Kenseth, Mark Martin, Johnny Benson, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick. Benson is like 3rd top 10 of the year. It's good to see from that 10 car. Getting closer to a win. Yeah, big time DNFs for Gordon. God dang it. Gordon and Jr. There we go. Yeah, Michael Jordan's in a race car about 18 years early. Not 18, but hell, I don't know. 14, something like that. A lot. Too early. Before we head to Richmond for the Pontiac Indifference 400, Matt Kenseth is your points leader, followed by Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin, and Jeff Burton. Mark Martin in 5th, 173 points back. Ricky Rudd, Rusty, Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, and Jeff Gordon is down in 10th after back-to-back DNFs. Matt Kenseth's had a really good year. He has a lot of top 5s already. I want to say probably 6 or 7 of the 10 races he's finished in the top 5. But Kenseth has just been a machine this year. He has 6 top 5s. So yeah, Matt Kenseth, average finish of 4.2. Looking to become a one-time champ with his 1 win on the year. Obviously coming off a year we had 7 wins. I completely forgot about that. No big-time DNFs at Richmond, but a high 9-second margin of victory. If it's Matt Kenseth, he's just going to be the new, like, dominant force. Because usually when it's something like that, it's like Jeff Gordon. Okay. That is not who I was expecting. Obviously, Mark Martin murders everybody at Richmond. 42 lead changes. I love seeing stuff like that. It's so funny. Leads 152 laps, gets the 10 bonus points. Tony Stewart finishes 2nd. Jeff Gordon finishes where he starts in 3rd. Ward Burton and Bobby Labonte. Jeff Harvick. Kevin Harvick. I don't even know who the hell Jeff Harvick is. Dale Jarrett. Dale Jr. Bill Elliott. And Ricky Rudd is your top 10. But Mark Martin snatches, I want to say, win number 2 of the season. Yeah, definitely win number 2. I don't remember where else he won at, but Mark Martin wins at Richmond. As we now head to one of the crown jewels. Obviously this race is going to get highlighted a little more. This has been in a little different format, a lot less talking before the races, But we're waiting for those storylines to develop. Dale Jarrett's been really good. The Curse of Daytona may have been lifted. We'll have to wait until the end of the season to find out. But as we head into the Coca-Cola 600, I mean, Mark Martin's been on a little bit of a hot streak. Matt Kenseth's been pretty decent. Obviously, was leading the point standings the last time we looked. Last year's winner of the 600 was Bobby Labonte, which was a shock. I was not expecting that at all. Making that, I was going to say back-to-back years, he at least won a crown jewel, but he won the Brickyard in 2003. So I'm curious to see if we're going to see another shock winner. It would be cool to see Jimmy Johnson win because he like dominated Charlotte for a long time, but there's only one way to find out who it's going to be. Not Bobby Labonte. That is all. Not Bobby Labonte. It is Jeff Burton. Okay, this is quite the top 5. Jeff Burton wins by 7.8 seconds. Kevin Harvick in second. Dale Jr. third. Ryan Newman in fourth. Those 3 being in the top 5. Pretty cool. I mean, those are 3 drivers that I liked quite a bit when I was younger. Rusty Wallace in 5th. Bill Elliott, Sterling Marlin, Johnny Benson, Robbie Gordon, and Ricky Craven with a top 10. Johnny Benson, another top 10 for the 10 car. It's cool. I think it's cool anytime Ryan Newman pops up here. Kevin Harvick does pretty well, but it's always, again, it's cool to see him pop up here. Just little things, like nice to see Newman run well instead of DNFing. I was just getting ready to talk about how I just realized I didn't see Dale Jarrett like anywhere near the top 10 at the end of last race, and he DNFs. Oh boy, big blow for the 88 team. As Kurt Busch wins at Dover by 2 seconds over Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, Mark Martin back in the top 5, Bill Elliott, Dale Jr., Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, who again, didn't see him, I don't remember seeing him in the top 10 at Charlotte. I might just be going crazy. Kevin Harvick and Jeff Burton round out your top 10. Kurt Busch, I mean, he's another one. He's been winning like a race a year every year. Him and Kevin Harvick have just been picking one off every season. I love it. After our first trip to the Poconos, a nearly 5-second margin of victory, Ricky Rudd runs away with it, leading 101 laps at Pocono Raceway. Jeff Gordon in second, Dale Jarrett third, Mark Martin in fourth, and again, just top 5 in it right now. Tony Stewart in fifth, also good rebound for Jarrett after DNFing. Jeff Burton, Jimmy Spencer, Matt Kenseth, Bill Elliott, and Sterling Marlin. Kenseth, I want to say he's going through a little bit of a lull right now, just finishing like low top 10, but I mean, that's not really a lull. I mean, it's still top 10s in NASCAR. It's still impressive. Oh my God, 14-second margin of victory at Michigan. I don't know who this is. Trey Sullivan, I think. Started on the pole. Sure. Okay. Mark Martin runs away with it. I thought it was going to be Kenseth. I talked about that last time. Yeah, well, actually, I talked about it last time, and it was Mark Martin, too, winning by a ton at Richmond. Mark Martin leads 137 laps. Just crushes the field. His third win of the year. Kenseth, Dale Jr., Rusty Wallace, Kurt Busch, Ricky Rudd, Tony Stewart, Ward Burton, Jeff Gordon, and Jeremy Mayfield, the top 10. Jarrett down in 14th. Maybe the Curse of Daytona is back. Is it back? I don't know. It's hard to... I don't know. Did it ever go away is the question, really, then. I want this to be my initial reaction. I don't know who is leading the points right now. Mark Martin was a long ways back. He was like 173 points back in 5th. But he's won a couple of races since then. It could be Matt Kenseth still. But I'm interested to see how narrow the gap has gotten, although Talladega did happen. I think in this stretch Talladega happened. I can't remember now. But it is Matt Kenseth leading the points. Mark Martin has closed it up. Roush 1, 2, 3 in the points right now. Dale Jarrett in 4th after a DNF. 152 points back. Ricky Rudd 183. Junior also 183. Sterling Marlin, Rusty Wallace, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon still just in 10th. 298 points back. Jeff Gordon, very quiet season. 11.5 average finish. Good lord. What's Kenseth's? Is Kenseth still absurd? It's gotta be. It's 5.8. So not as good as it was. It was like 4.2. I mean, Mark Martin, 3 wins, 8 top 5s, 7 average finish, 7 top 5s. Was it 7 here? Oh, it was 8 top 5s. Okay, so Mark Martin making a push. Can he carry the momentum through the season is the question. We're going to find out. I almost want to make Sonoma a crown jewel just because there's only 2 road courses and it's the first one of the year. That's really dumb, but I don't care. Sonoma. That's where we're going. Infineon. Much cooler name. I like Infineon more. Sonoma. Easier to say. No big time DNFs. 7.9 second margin of victory. Ricky Rudd. Did not get dumped this time. Shout out Davey Allison, even though Davey doesn't need a shout out. Gone too soon. RIP. Tony Stewart, Jeff Burton, Matt Kenseth, Bill Elliott, your top 5. Rusty, Michael Waltrip, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Scott Wimmer. Hell yeah, Scott Wimmer. One of our kings. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. 24th for Mark Martin. Not good. Especially when Kenseth finishes 4th at Infineon. We talked about it. Mark Martin needs to stay on his hot streak and not just let it last 5 weeks. Kenseth back up into the top 5. As we head to another wild card. The road courses are kind of becoming wild cards. We're heading to another wild card, only to watch Dale Jr. probably win. Who knows? Pepsi 400 at Daytona as we approach the halfway mark of the season. I said it was a wild card! I said it was a wild card. Matt Kenseth and Jeff Burton, both DNF. Kyle Petty also DNFs. RIP. Kyle Petty's season. Oh my god, let's go! Let's fucking go! Holy shit! Holy shit! Jamie McMurray won a race? I talked about it! This is why I wanted him in the 16! Let's go! J-Mac with the first career win. Kurt Busch in 2nd. Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Spencer, Sterling Marlin. I'm sorry to my neighbor upstairs for yelling. Mark Martin in 6th. Jeremy Mayfield, Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Ricky Craven. Oh my god. Jamie McMurray won a fucking race before Ryan Newman. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Daytona's a wild card. I promise you, I am recording this live as I'm simulating. I'm so excited right now. Vindication. Vindication for getting Jamie McMurray in the 16 car. Oh my god. From hero to zero. I hope I didn't peek my mic out. I was so excited that he won that last race. Scott Wimmer. Also DNFs. Oh my god. Is that back-to-back DNFs for Kenseth? I think it is. Jeff Gordon DNFs too. Matt Kenseth just DNF'd back-to-back? What? I had to type a couple of notes. Oh my gosh. Dale Jarrett wins at Chicagoland by 1.1 seconds over Dale Jr., Bobby Labonte, Robbie Gordon, Kurt Busch, Terry Labonte. Terry Labonte back in the top 10. Sterling Marlin, Jeff Burton, Rusty Wallace, Michael Waltrip. No shot. Mark Martin is just sucking right now. Matt Kenseth DNF. Are they really going to let Dale Jarrett just waltz right back into the championship picture? I bet they are. No DNFs, no cautions. That's good to see. It's good to see Dale Jr. back in victory lane by 6.469. Nice margin of victory, seconds, whatever. Mark Martin finishes 2nd. Jeff Burton, Ryan Newman. Jamie McMurray won a race before Ryan Newman. That really happened. That really happened. Bobby Labonte 5th, Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd, Matt Kenseth, and Kurt Busch. No Jeff Gordon anywhere. He is in the mud. Oh, rough outing for Sterling Marlin. 2-time race winner this season. Here at trip number 2 to Pocono. 1.43 margin of victory. Ward... What? Ward Burton? When was the last time Ward won a race in this? I feel like it's been a while. Ward Burton wins. Bobby Labonte 2nd. Mark Martin in 3rd. Dale Jarrett in 4th. Matt Kenseth in 5th. That is a very early 2000s top 5 with no Jeff Gordon in it. Dale Jr., Bill Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Johnny Benson, another top 10. He is crushing it this season. Rusty Wallace. Hendrick is having a terrible year. No Jeff Gordon anywhere. No Jimmy Johnson anywhere. They're sucking ass. All right, drum roll, please. I don't know. It's not going to be Kenseth. Not with back-to-back DNFs. Oh my God, he's not that far back. Mark Martin is your points leader after 20 races. Dale Jarrett is 40 points back. He has clawed his way back. Dale Jr. is 110 points back. Jeff Burton's only 114 points back. And then Sterling Marlin is out of it. Rusty out of it. Ricky Rudd, Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon. My God, how the mighty have fallen. 13.8 average finish. The drive for 5 is going to be another year. Ends with only 1 win on the season. Man, how many does Jeff Burton have? Jeff has 2. Wow, that's crazy. I am curious. So, that's right. Jeff Gordon in the last episode passed the Intimidator on the all-time win list. But yeah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hendrick is awful. Johnny Benson is 15th in points with 5 top 10s. He is, I'd say he's on pace to probably set a new career high in that 10 car. Wow. Oh God, tough season if you're a Jeff Gordon fan. On to our third crown jewel of 5 here at the Brickyard. Last year's winner in Indy was Dale Jarrett, winning his second, going back to back, looking for the three-peat. DJ, that would be interesting if he did that, honestly, especially after if he won the Daytona and the Brickyard and went back to back for one and then back to back for the other. Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, it's starting to get it's getting intense. 20 races in, championship picture is set but not settled as we head to Indianapolis. This is the worst possible outcome. Oh my God, bro. Mark Martin DNFs. Jeff Gordon finally wins a race. Johnny Benson gets a top 5. I mean, that 10 car has been crazy this season. Kevin Harvick in second. Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, Bobby Labonte, Mayfield, Kenseth, Stewart. But that's tough beans. I don't see Junior anywhere either. Man, Mark Martin totally choked. He totally just balled it up, threw it in the garbage. Less than 1/10 of a second in it. Also, fun fact, that makes Jeff Gordon a 2-time Brickyard champion in the simulation, which gives him, I don't know, like 4 in his career or something like that. I'll have to do research. I'll get back to you. While I wait for the Glen to finish up. That was terrible. Terrible transition. Whatever. Oh, wow. Dale Jarrett does not see the finish line at Watkins Glen. No fucking way. Jimmy Johnson wins at Watkins Glen. Awesome. Let's go. I was just talking shit about him. Haven't seen him done anything all season. Sterling Marlin in second. Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Dale Jr., Jeff Gordon, Kurt, Mike Skinner, Mark Martin, your top 10. Wow. Okay. 2 shock winners in a season. Let's go. I just need Johnny Benson or Ryan Newman to win, and I'll be in hog heaven, bro. An update on the Brickyard. That was 5th career win of the Brickyard for Jeff Gordon, tying him in real life. He had 5 wins total at the track. Okay, I wanted to see what the DNF did to the point standings. Oh my God, Mark Martin is back in the points lead after DNFing. I don't understand how. I really don't. But Dale Jarrett in second with 31 points back. Dale Jr. right there in third, also with 31. Tied for second, whatever. Kenseth and Jeff Burton still all in it. Sterling Marlin and Tony Stewart. And Ricky Rudd too. There's 7 people that can still win this championship. after Watkins Glen. That is nuts. As we head to MIS, I didn't talk about it last time. Home track, let's go. Pretty sure Mark Martin won the race earlier this year here. Yeah, man, this has been, I'd say honestly, this has probably been the craziest season up to this point. Any fucking time I say something nice about this guy, he does this shit. Mark Martin DNFs. Tony Stewart also DNFs. Fuck both of you. Jeff Gordon, God bless, Jeff Gordon DNF'd. He didn't make it either. Scott Wimmer, it's okay. You're in subpar equipment still. As Dale Jarrett wins, oh my god, Mark Martin is pissing me off. Every time I type some shit, he fucking does that. Sterling Marlin second, Dale Jr., Bill Elliott, Matt Kenseth, John Andretti, Kevin Harvick, Jerry Nadeau, Bobby Labonte, and Ryan Newman with the top 10. Oh, God. As we head to the Bristol night race, I'm very excited. No offense, Dale Jarrett fans. I need something bad to happen to him. Quite frankly, I want to see a new championship winner. This is how it must have felt not being a Jimmy Johnson fan from 2006 to 2011. Or, yeah, when Brad Keselowski finally won it in 11. Was it Brad K? No, Tony Stewart in 11, Keselowski in 2012. See, I know my shit. I messed up a Rusty Wallace thing because I forgot he won a championship. Which I edited in there, I'm pretty sure, but... Oh, whatever. Sharpie 500. I wish I was going to this race. I love the Bristol night race. It's awesome. There's going to be a vlog at some point on the channel. I don't know when, but it'll be there. Nothing bad happened to Dale Jarrett. Ryan Newman, DNFs. He's the only one, but a 600th margin of victory. Jeff Gordon wins the Bristol night race. That's back-to-back crown jewel wins for old boy wonder. Dale Jarrett, that's not Dale Jarrett, that's Bobby Labonte finishing in second. Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jr., Tony Stewart, Jeff Burton, Matt Kenseth is your top 10. Good rebound for Mark Martin. Not great. I didn't want to see that from the 88 car. But Jeff Gordon starting to warm up a little bit here. I believe that's career win 81. Yeah, that's career win number 81. I missed number 80. That puts him 2 back of Bobby Allison and Darrell Waltrip. I'm going to fact check that while I get ready for the next race. But yes, Jeff Gordon win number 81 on his career, second of the season and second crown jewel. So I had the 83 part right. It's Jimmy and Cale that have 83. Darrell Waltrip and Bobby Allison do have 84, and they are tied. I knew that, but I couldn't remember if it was 84 for them or 84 for Jimmy and Cale. But Jeff Gordon climbing his way up the list quickly. Not as quickly as last season, but we are ready for the Southern 500, another crown jewel. Jeff Gordon obviously back-to-back, Brickyard and Bristol. Let's see if he gets himself a Southern 500 to go with it. Ryan Newman and Robbie Gordon DNF. I'm sure everybody is surprised that Robbie Gordon DNF. 2/10 is the margin of victory. Mark Martin won the race here earlier this season. It's not Mark Martin. Dale Jarrett wins. Oh, man. Ricky Rudd second, Rusty Wallace in third, Jeff Gordon, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jr., Kurt Busch, Mark Martin, Bill Elliott, and Jimmy Johnson finishes 10th. Hendrick starting to get their shit together. It just took Jimmy Johnson winning a race, of all people. I'm pretty sure Watkins Glen came before the Brickyard. I'm probably wrong. I don't care. I'm very tired. But yeah, so Dale Jarrett wins the Southern 500. I don't know if the Daytona 500 curse is real anymore. Oh boy. It might not be real anymore. DJ in first, Dale Jr. in second. Marlin and Martin have a lot of work to do, being 100 and 155 points back. Kenseth has just fallen apart after having such a great start to the season. Yeah, it's back to being a 4-horse race, we'll call it, even though Mark Martin is like hanging on by a thread. I didn't think to look at this the first time I went here. Dale Jarrett is 11 wins back of Dale Sr. in the all-time win list. I don't know. It's crazy. I also don't know how long it's, or I don't know why it's taken me this long to notice it, but Richmond is sponsored by Pontiac and then Chevrolet. Really don't understand that. Although I do understand it when I quit being a fucking idiot and realized that Pontiac was a part of GM. No DNFs. Chad Chaffin started third. I guess that's cool. Jeff Gordon wins another race. Dale Jarrett finishes second. Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick again. Dang, he's been running well. Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Kurt Busch, Sterling Marlin, and Michael Waltrip. I have just come to accept the terms that Dale Jarrett's going to win the championship. Jeff Gordon couldn't have done this earlier in the season. I don't know. He's building up good momentum for next year. Dominates Richmond. Quite a few DNFs. Nobody really too important. Just funny seeing Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Ryan Newman here. As Sterling Marlin wins by a 10th at New Hampshire over Bobby Labonte. Jeff Burton, Kurt Busch, and Mark Martin is your top 5. Kenseth, Jeff Green, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, Rusty Wallace. Dale Jarrett finishes 12th, so not as massive as an implosion as I was hoping for, but outside of the top 10, even though Junior's right there, I mean, it's really nobody close to him. I mean, Mark Martin was 155 points back, so I don't even remember. Kenseth was 170 back or something. Jeff Burton was 170 back. It doesn't matter. There are more DNFs here than I can see currently. 7.5 second margin of victory. I'm guessing Mark Martin's going to be in this long line of DNFs because that's just how this season has gone. I hate it here. I hate it here. He's the first fucking one. Mark Martin, DNFs. Kevin Harvick gets his yearly race win. Shout out Kevin Harvick. Kurt Busch won the other Dover race. It's good to see both of them winning. Bobby Labonte, Jeff Burton, and Jeff Gordon. Your Tony Stewart's there too. Top 5. Matt Kenseth, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd, Jerry Nadeau, and Dale Jr. is your top 10. I'm getting real sick and tired of this guy. Somebody needs to beat him. Such a hater, dude. It's embarrassing. I don't. Yeah, it's not good. If you're a Mark Martin fan, look away. Luke, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Well, we're done. Dale Jr. DNF'd. Nice to see Harrison Burton make an appearance in this video. Kevin Harvick goes. What? Kevin Harvick goes back to back. That sounds good. I like it. Sterling Marlin in second. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Johnny Benson, Tony Stewart, Jeff Burton, and Dale Jarrett and Jimmy Johnson. Dale Jarrett has won another championship. I'm just going to say it now and get it out of the way. Everybody throw your confetti in the air. DJ has won 4 straight championships, breaking Cale Yarborough's record. It's not over by a long shot. I'm trying to jinx the shit out of him. As we head to Talladega, this could be a good one. Jerry Nadeau made 1 lap. Can you retire? We get somebody different in the 25 car. My lord. 6 second margin of victory. It's gonna be Dale Jarrett. Oh no, it's Ricky Rudd. Okay. Well, it's Robert Yates still. Good for Ricky Rudd to win at Talladega. Matt Kenseth second, Dale Jr. third, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin, Tony Stewart, and Jeremy Mayfield. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know at this point. It's got to be over, right? Like, we're gonna go look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's over. I mean, yeah, 140 points. It's fucking over. Mark Martin, you suck. Piss me off. Everybody give him his crown. Dale Jarrett, 4-time champ. Gotta be happening, right? There's no way. There's no way. There's only one person that can do it. There's only one. And he's 150 points back. I don't see it happening. Well, the DNFs are off the page again. I can only assume Mark Martin's there. Yeah. It's too predictable at this point, man. It's too predictable. Kevin Harvick DNFs also. Basically 9 second margin of victory. Yeah. Dale Jarrett, another win. Tony Stewart in second. Jeff Gordon in third. Kenseth, Labonte, Jeff Burton, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jr., Ricky Rudd. I don't even care who's in 10th. It's Kurt Busch. Nobody cares. Just nobody cares. Nobody cares. DJ, I mean, more domination for another 4 straight years of domination. This could have been Jeff Gordon, but Jeff Gordon decided to suck. You motherfucker. I can't stand this. Junior and Burton both DNF. Rusty Wallace wins. Dale Jarrett second. Jeff Gordon, Sterling Marlin, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Bill Elliott, Mark Martin, Ricky Rudd, Bobby Labonte. I'm getting upset. You can hear me getting upset. It's done. 2 2/10, whatever. Who cares? Dale Jarrett. We hate you. Everybody, if you made it to this point in the video, I hate DJ in the comments, please. Spent all that time waiting for storylines to develop, and we had an interesting points battle going on, and Dale Jarrett just took a big old shit on it. Whoa. What? Okay. 43rd. Everybody ran all the laps. We had no cautions. Jimmy Johnson won the race. I'm not seeing things. He won a race. That's his second win on the season. He won multiple races this season. That's nice. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Thank you, Jimmy Johnson, for showing up. Jeff Gordon finished second. Kurt, Jeff Burton, Ricky Rudd, Bobby Labonte, Rusty Wallace, Matt Kenseth, Ricky Craven, Dale Jr. Where is your... there's your champ. He's down in 17th. He's given up. He's given up, just like the rest of us have. Oh my fucking god. DNFs after winning back-to-back polls. I'm done. I'm just gonna DNF. 339 laps, right? No, Jimmy, it was 393, you dickhead. It's gonna be Dale Jarrett. We all know this. Dale Jarrett is the 2006 champ. The Daytona curse is not real. It cannot hurt you. Matt Kenseth won. It still stands. Dale Jarrett in third, Ricky Rudd, Mark Martin in fourth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in fifth. You let us down. Sterling Marlin sixth, Harvick, Benson, Stewart, and Ricky Craven, another top 10. Shout out Ricky Craven, man. He's been great. He had like 5 top 10s the season before this or something like that. I got bored and looked through the stats. Ricky Craven has tied his top 10s from last year. Ricky Craven is going to be the champ next year. I'm calling it right now. 2 races left in the season. I mean, Dale Jarrett has it pretty much wrapped up with a nice, neat little bow. Let's just crown him already with a win at Phoenix. Or a Dale Jr. DNF. That works too. And Mark Martin. You motherfuckers. All of you. Oh my god. It's too predictable. It is too predictable. Matt Kenseth, Sterling Marlin, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, and Ryan Newman. And your champ wins at Phoenix to slam the door shut on the season. We're going to head to Homestead. We're going to do the off-season stuff, and I'm going to get out of here. Maybe record another episode after this. See if DJ wins 5 in a row and becomes the new Jimmy Johnson. Here we are after Homestead. I mean, the season's been over for like 3 races. Killen sat on the pole. Good for him. I mean, I understand I sound extremely salty, but it went from being one of the most exciting seasons we had, and it just fell apart. Like, quick as shit. Jeff Gordon wins at Homestead. Probably getting ready for him to win a championship next season. Ricky Rudd finished second. Bill Elliott a top 5 to end the year in third. Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, 2-time race winner this year. He finishes 5th. Dale Jarrett in 6th. Steve Park, Tony Stewart, Rusty Wallace, Terry Labonte is your top 10. Mark Martin is the biggest disappointment ever. And Dale Jarrett is... I mean, I said he was working his way up there. He might be one of the GOATs now. I mean, he just might be. If he stays around, is the big question. Is he gonna? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what Dale Jarrett is gonna do. But yeah, I mean, shout out DJ. That's incredible. 4 straight titles. Ties Cale Yarborough. I mean, that's just legendary shit. That's his 5th title total, I'm pretty sure. Crazy. I mean, crazy. Went from one of the most exciting seasons on tap with 7 people in the championship fight in the later part of the season to just absolutely being a massacre. Or just other people just shitting the bed because they don't know how to race for a championship. I don't know. Yeah, it was not even fucking close. Not even close. Dale Jarrett. Yeah, 5-time champ, 4 in a row. 67 wins. He's 9 short of the Intimidator right now. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know if he's going to stick around or if he's going to leave. I mean, I guess it's a possibility. Could be a possibility. He just dips. Back-to-back seasons winning the Daytona 500 and back-to-back. I mean, that gives him like, what, 3 Daytona 500s total? 3 Daytona 500s total in his career, if you count the one in 96 or 7. I don't remember. It's too much to think about. But yeah, Dale Jarrett. I mean, look at that smile. Look at that smile and the crown on his head. 5-time champ, Dale Jarrett. He has caught and surpassed Jeff Gordon in the past 4 years. Jeff Gordon needs to get his shit together. I'm gonna look at some stats real quick and do silly season, and we'll leave on a high note, getting ready for 2007. So Jimmy Johnson's gonna win the pole award with 7 of them. Our king Scott Wimmer had 3 poles on the year. Good to see Scott getting some poles. Tim Sullivan, excuse me, had 2 poles. That's crazy to think that a fantasy driver got got multiple poles. Dale Jarrett had 8 wins on the year. I mean, yeah, I mean, he just dominated the second half of the season. Ricky Rudd, Jeff Gordon with 4, Mark Martin 3, Sterling Marlin 3, Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jr., Jeff Burton all had 2. Rusty, Jamie McMurray, the bright spot of the season now looking back with 1 win. Kurt Busch had a win, Ward, and that is all of them. DJ had 17 top 5s. Mark Martin had 14 top 5s. He had 8 at one point when we looked early in the season and only got 6 more. That is, I mean, a monumental collapse from the 6 team. Kenseth and Jarrett both had 27 top 10s. Gordon had 25. Who had the best average? Well, never mind. Jeff Gordon, full-time drivers, had an 11th starting position, and Jimmy Johnson had 11.9 and was offed. Dale Jarrett, 8.0 average finishing position. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, he demolished the circuit as Jeff Gordon led 1,500 laps. You're fucking useless. Why? He's tied with Cale Yarborough now on the all-time win list, but you're fucking useless. You couldn't have done not DNF'd. You fucking dickhead. The Drive for 5 is still alive, and it's just like in real life. It was alive forever, and it's still alive here. Ford again crushed Chevy in the manufacturer championship. I mean, that's it. Dodge only beat Pontiac by 2 points, by the way. All right, I mean, nothing was happening in silly season. So Dick Pacer, great name, and Katrina Good are both going to retire. RIP Katrina Good, and the worst number combination possible in this game. Ah, man, sad to see them go. They were fantastic fantasy drivers. But with that, Dick Pacer and his 1 pole, by the way. Katrina Good had nothing, because she sucked. And with that, we are ready for 2007. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. You guys have been killing it. Honestly, we're up to 126 subs, which is nuts. I think in my last video I talked about we're up to 120. So, I mean, I've been trying to upload some shorts to stay active. It's kind of tough with a work schedule and trying to figure out when to record these and when to upload them and get them edited. So it's quite a bit of work. So I appreciate the support. Please keep spreading the word. And we will see y'all next time for 2007. Peace!